And Grant, these are two efficient offensive teams. In your experience, how much of that is your roster and how much is strategy and coaching?
Well, definitely most of it is talent. But hey, great coaching can make a significant difference unlocking that potential.
So here are the Jazz starting five. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at the center position. And it's Mitchell penetrating.
I like that by Donovan Mitchell. Sacrifices his body and takes the hit. That's good offense.
Steps back. Conley against Paul. Pulls up, high post, and he hits the jumper. Here's Conley. Outside Bogdanovic. Tries the spin move. Outside Conley. Down low. Crowder with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
From deep, Conley hits a three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Outside Paul. Fourth. Utah with the rebound.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Well, despite all he's accomplished, Donovan Mitchell hasn't escaped criticism. Those saying he doesn't have what it takes to get to the next level. I'll tell you what, he's not letting it faze him, though.
Booker can't get it to go.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Mitchell with the drive. And Ayton pulls it down. And Grant, you talk about that criticism. Mitchell says he's fueled by it. But you know, it's not all hate. There's a lot of people saying Mitchell is Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, both super athletic combo guards. Mitchell at this point is a better outside shooter. Wade a better passer and defender. Look, I'm still taking Wade, but Mitchell is every bit of a star player in this league.
And the Suns miss again.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Conley passes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Back to Gobert. Pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Mitchell. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Bogdanovic. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And that's going to be a travel.
Phoenix ball.
The Suns trailing with the step back. Here's Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Left side, Mitchell. A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. Here's Conley. Pass to Bogdanovic. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Booker fires from way outside. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Mitchell. Fires the three. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Ball against Conley. Goes up on the wing. They get it again.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And the first one at the line is good. And the wrist injury from Bojan Bogdanovic set him back a little in recent seasons. Remember, he had surgery in 2020 and slowly returning to form now.
And he makes them better. I mean, great skill level with size, a floor spacer who can also create his own shot off the bounce.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Over Mitchell. Phoenix no good that time either. Utah's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. No good that time. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's a 3 from Paul. Donovan Mitchell with a board.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges outside. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assists.
Taking a look at the Jazz. The backcourt is Conley and Mitchell. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Gobert. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, he drilled it. He's shooting 3 for 8 from the floor.
At the arc, Donovan Mitchell can be devastating. He's a confident shooter who will take any look he gets.
To the middle. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Utah has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Mitchell. And he drives in. And Mitchell with the slam.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Outside Booker. It's good from about 19 feet. Booker's got his first 2 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Conley passes to Bogdanovic. In transition, here come the Suns. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Powered it home.
Maybe so.
What a finish. Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. The shot by Conley, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Bogdanovic against Paul. Over Bogdanovic. Paul can't get it to go. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. The 3 from Mitchell. The Suns clear it.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Now here's Conley. Outside Mitchell. The 3. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. 18 feet out. And no good trying to use the glass.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And I know one thing drives Rudy Gobert is earning his respect. All-star snubs, people counting his money. He's determined to have the final word.
Paul shot is off.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. Outside Bogdanovic. Takes the 3. Here's O'Neal. Bogdanovic against Crowder. Shot from the wing. Gobert. It's good on the putback. Gobert's got his second basket.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Crowder outside. Ayton in the high post. Outside Booker. From the high post. No good. A bit long that time. Smitty, you talk about Gobert. He's motivated by his doubters. He wears that number 27, signifying his draft position back in 2013.
And listen to this. Even in the 2021 All-Star game, he and teammate Donovan Mitchell were the last 2 picks. Whatever the reason, he knows people will respect a champion.
Now here's Paul. No good off the glass.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, Phoenix is shooting at 30% here in the second. Inside. Outside for Booker. Will it go? And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Well, Phoenix is shooting just 21% from the floor. Right at the free throw line. Good to see it fall for him. Now 3 for 9.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal from about 19. It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell. Thanks very much, Allie. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Paul. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Crowder goes in. Good on the shot. Crowder's got his first basket of the night.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
Clarkson outside. Drives to the hoop. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 17.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Over Clarkson. Booker can't get it to go. For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Clarkson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's the break. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Clarkson passes to Pascal. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges. It's not going to go for him. And it's Utah the other way. Earlier in the game, they led by 19 to the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges down low. Defended by Whiteside. Outside Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Crafty move. Good as the jump shot falls. Booker's got 8 points.
One trait of an elite scorer like Booker, they take what you give them. The mid-range working for Devin.
Clarkson against Booker. Here's House. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. With a step back. Paul shot is off. Utah's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pascal from outside. And Ayton pulls it down.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Personal foul. First team foul.
They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Alexander Walker. Three-pointer. Pascal inside. He's against Crowder. Here's Alexander Walker to the inside. Here's Pascal. Oh, Paul with the block.
Aggressive D from Chris Paul, outworking the shooter and getting a block.
The Suns shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Gets to the corner and hits it. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Always a threat to rise up on you. Chris Paul, one of the most complete players you'll ever see.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating, and he gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. Puts it up from the high post. Unable to get that one.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And so it's the Utah Jazz in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've been in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Panther.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So the Utah 5 right now. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Good chance here for Booker. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Booker against Mitchell. Throws it up high. Stolen by Ayton. To the middle. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Tipped. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
Great execution. Big target. Perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend Rudy Gobert.
Paul for 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Inside. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Phoenix no good that time either.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
For 3, Booker nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
The shot by Conley, no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Bridges. And now the Suns fast break. Here we go, one-on-one. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. The rebound by the Jazz.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter here. Conley against Paul. Conley with the ball. Takes a three. For three, O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a three. And Conley with the three. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Pass to Crowder. Lets it fly. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Jazz have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Jazz.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Ball passes to Booker. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. The three ball sinks the tray.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Now here's Conley. From deep three-point range. No good there. And here's Paul. Outside Booker. Lets the three fly. Misses. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, thank you.
It's rugged, tough road, David. No question about it. Thank you. And it's the Hawks to start out. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And the wings, Herter and Hunter. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And stolen by Ayton. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Well, Crowder can shoot that catch-and-shoot jump shot, and that's going to open up a driving lane.
The Suns shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now, here is Young. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Pass to Booker. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound, Atlanta.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Inside, Crowder, the pass to Booker. Crowder inside. Capella's there. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Booker. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Collins. Pass to Capella. Young outside. Passes to Hunter. 5 on the clock. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
Ball with the three. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hunter with it, outguarded by Crowder. Crowder against Collins. Second chance shot. It's Young on the wing. Back to Collins, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Collins showing more and more some moves that he's getting comfortable with.
And so Collins nails both of them. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Booker kicks to Paul. There's the drive. Good defensive work there by Young.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
For 3, Booker. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Herter. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Not settling for jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
Outside Crowder. Booker outside. Crowder, the pass to Booker. To stop the drought. Misses off the left iron.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And Herter gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Paul looking around over Young. The shot by Paul, no good. The Hawks leading by 8. Young with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. tries the spin move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
Now here's Paul. Outside Crowder. Paul kicks to Booker. Lets it go from deep. And the Suns miss again.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 10. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here. Young from outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Ball outside from the arc. That shot off. It could go. And that one is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
All right, rookies coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Chapter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one.
Chapter.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And so in the game for the Hawks, and the wings, Herter and Hunter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Young in at the point. Now here's Booker, knocks down the 3-ball. Booker's got the first basket of the second quarter for Phoenix.
This is the type of play where Devin Booker's going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Young against Booker. Young outside. Crowder against Collins. And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Bridges leading the charge. Now the feed to Crowder. Stolen by Collins. Here's Herter. What a terrific move that was. Herter's got 6 points.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Down low. Here's Ayton. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Ayton finds Booker. The high post shot, and he connects with the jumper. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker.
And Devin Booker, a scoring threat when he gets off of the bus. This time doing it at the mid-range.
High post Young, working on Booker. Now Collins. 6 points for him. Capella dishes to Young. For 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
All against Young. Bridges outside. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Here's Paul. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Collins. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. He kicks to Capella. Now the pass to Herder. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bobbed up there for Collins.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herder finds an open teammate.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. On the wing, Booker. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Bridges against Hunter. Young looking around. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. To the inside. It's tipped. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Booker outside. High post try. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
Here's Paul. Kicks it to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Trying to get something going. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective.
21.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Crowder the pass to Booker. Ready by Bogdanovich. Atlanta leading by 8. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Bogdanovich against Booker. And Bogdanovich kicks to Zhang. Count it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Paul goes in. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Williams looking around. Right outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Atlanta leading by 8. Williams in the post, defended by Paul. The shot by Williams, no good. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standing.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and proves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
Williams against Paul. The kick out to right. Booker against Bogdanovich. To the middle, deflects the pass. Here's Gallinari, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing his thing there.
On the wing, Bridges. Paul dishes to Crowder. Rebounded by the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead early.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Wright kicks to Williams. Back to Wright. Bridges with the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And he gets the bucket. And it's 6 points for Chris Paul.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
Outside Williams. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Jang dishes to Williams. Gallinari outside. The kick out to Williams. Paul with the steal. Oh, Paul in position. Taken away by Williams. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Jang, the pass to Williams. Over Ayton. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Jang. Baseline J on the way. Just 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. They get a hand on it. They shoot again. And it's laid in by Jang. Jang's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks.
All right, rookies coming out of the court.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Atlanta, at the guard positions, Young and Herter. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5, down low. Young's shot is off. Suns trail by 10. On the wing, Bridges. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Herter. Atlanta's shooting in this game 45%. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Herter, defended by Paul. Herter passes to Capella. Four on the shot clock. Hunter dishes to Capella. Here's Herter.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's going to inspire the rest of the team, blitzing the shooters well with his quickness.
A rebound by Young. The Hawks leading by 10. Herter passes to Young. Here's Herter, defended by Booker. Lob pass to Capella. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Ball goes in from past the arc, and the Suns miss again. Hunter against Bridges, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Hunter. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Booker. Doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Takes a step back. Here's Paul. The shot will not fall. Good defensive work there by Young.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Pass to Capella. Poked loose. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Well, that's Trae Young working right up to the buzzer, but knows the clock and finds a way to bail the team out.
Bridges, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Bridges got his first 3 points of the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Booker against Young. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Right side, Collins. For 3, Hunter. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bridges for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Young. Here he goes. It's good.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Paul dishes to Crowder. Collins comes over with the double team. Bridges for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Young against Booker. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Young finds Hunter. Collins looking around. The pass to Capella. Hunter with it. From deep three-point range. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And here's Young. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A solid. All right, David, great job.
kick. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. Two heavyweights slugging it out. The different styles, but the same goal, to dominate the painted area.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. Lets it fly from 18. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, getting into that mid-range jump shooting ability of Kyle Lowry, he makes it look easy right there.
Here's Paul. Oh, drains the 19-footer. And it's the Heat with the ball. Lowry outside. Launches it. Crowder grabs the miss. Now Paul. From the high post. And he hits the jumper. Paul's gotten his second bucket.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul. Well, you think about Jake Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
The rebound by Lowry.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And here's Butler outside. Lowry outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And Doris, Crowder's defense a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
Offline with a three.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Bridges. That shot is off. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Robinson on the wing. Booker defending. And again, the Heat missing.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Outside Robinson. Here's Adebayo. Pass to Tucker. Up and over Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Robinson. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And Bridges, here we go. No good with the elbow jumper.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Butler.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
To the paint. To end the drought. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, just a great example of Jimmy Butler's unselfishness. On time and on target. Beautiful pass.
Now Booker. Over Robinson. Booker can't get it to go. Booker against Robinson. Here's Tucker. Crowder with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. And that one's good. Paul.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Outside Butler. Pass to Lowry. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, sometimes the best strategy is get Jimmy the basketball and let the Butler do the work.
Ball from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Paul's got 9. Here's Lowry. From downtown. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Paul passes to Crowder. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lowry against Crowder. Pass to Butler. Shoots over Paul. And that one's long. And Booker puts up a deep three. Well, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story for the Phoenix Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. The Suns clear it. Here's Bridges. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Butler. Out to Lowry. Back to Butler. Shoots over Bridges. That one off the back iron and out. The Suns leading.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games. Look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Paul passes to Crowder. Outside Booker. No good from outside. And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
Bridges against Butler. Oh, there's the alley. And finished off by Adebayo.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Takes a step back. Paul passes to Crowder. Now here's Ayton. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second call right there. Deep ball.
The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Lowry against Booker. For 3, Robinson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bridges. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Bridges has got 5.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Lowry to pass to Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul into the lane. Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Pass to Tucker. The 3 is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder right side.
2 minutes.
Lets it go from 14. Doesn't go for him.
Well, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Butler passes to Lowry. Goes up on the baseline. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Crowder outside. Back to Ayton. Crowder outside. Over Robinson. And it's Crowder missing. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Pass to Tucker. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Butler passes to Adebayo. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got rebound number 7 tonight. Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Ayton, the screen on Robinson. And Booker with the jam.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Lowry finds Adebayo. Butler with the ball. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. Crowder tips it back in. And now it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Lowry to pass to Robinson. The three is up. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Outside Paul. Bridges outside. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. In transition. For 3, Lowry. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. It's good if it goes. Can't get it to drop. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Suns ahead, up 4. And we'll... in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Victor Oladipo, and it's Vincent in at the 1. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
Shoots from 12. Hero with the bucket.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And Phoenix shooting just 42% so far in the game. Now here's Payne, guarded closely. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Shaman. 5 to shoot. Johnson inside. He's against Martin. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Miami trailing. Hero outside. Here's Martin. Back to Hero. Lets it go from 14. 6 to shoot. Craig against Oladipo. Vincent can't hit.
You've got to love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Boy, you take one look at JaVale McGee and feel like this guy was built for the game of basketball. Remember, both his parents played at a high level. His mom, in fact, won a couple titles at the collegiate level and a gold medal with the U.S. women's team.
Nice move. Oladipo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And JaVale McGee standing 7 feet even, but a 7'6" wingspan, Doris.
Boy, you want to talk about, quote, a catch radius. This guy uses his length to great effect. Finishes above the rim and controls that airspace.
Outside Payne. Pass to Shaman. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
It just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Hero. This for the tie. Called in by McGee. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To the inside. Out to Craig. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Vincent. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Hero for three. Miami, no good that time either.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Looking to win the drought. Here's Shaman. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Miami has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Vincent, defended by Payne.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
Pass to Vincent. 1:53 left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hero. The shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, this game has gone the other direction.
And the basket by Shaman.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Oladipo with the ball. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Vincent. Here's the pick. Hero for three. And again, the Heat missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's Payne. Pass to McGee. Right side Payne. Back to McGee. Fades away. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Throws good. McGee. For Miami, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's Oladipo. Pass to Martin. Fires the three. Gets the 3 ball to go. Martin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Here's Shaman. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here is McGee. Back to Shaman. Fires from deep. Oladipo with the rebound. Hero outside. This for the tie. That shot off. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Panther.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Booker finds Bridges. From the wing, Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Butler. And it's good for 2.
Well, there's a solid handle that Jimmy Butler is working with, and his ability to create with the ball in his hands becoming special.
Paul into the lane. Here's Ayton. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. And the Suns lead by 3.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. Now Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Lowry. Tucker up top, and there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
Butler up top. He's guarded by Bridges. To tie it up. Pass to Lowry. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Crowder against Butler. Here's Booker. Now here's Ayton. Back to Booker. All alone. Count it. Good.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Lowry. There's the three. Gets the three to fall.
Lowry letting everybody in the building know if there's a big bucket to be made, get me the ball.
It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Crowder right side. And he's going for the oop here.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Lowry against Paul. Here's Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To tie it up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, can you remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Lowry against Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Butler outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul of the game. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Paul into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
His first personal foul.
That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
Well, Chris Paul has the innate ability of understanding how and when to draw the defensive foul. He is the master of it. You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Lowry finds Robinson. To tie it up. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Shoots over Booker, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Outside Paul. Booker goes in. Here's Ayton. Left side Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Into the lane. It's Booker on the wing. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Off on that one. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great hit.
And the kind of game fans love to watch, Greg. Two offensive teams going head-to-head.
And the rules today favor offense, and that's why league-wide scoring continues to rise.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Donovan, that's for 2, and the shot falls short this time. Crowder from outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Conley will bring the ball up with a jam. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Now here's Crowder. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Book the ball. From 10 feet out, got a piece of it.
Great awareness by Bogdanovich, working hard to come up with the block.
And here's Conley outside and taken away by Paul. And here comes the break. And Ayton throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And Gobert gets to Conley. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league. His ability to stretch the floor.
And shot on the way. The shot missing. The Jazz go the other way with it. And the 6'8 Bojan Bogdanovich consistent. Oh!
Yes! What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now here's Paul. Here's Booker. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And one thing I love about Royce O'Neal is how decisive he is with the ball. When he catches, it's a quick decision, shoot, drive, or swing.
And I also love how he attacks closeouts. Sometimes he's in motion, GA, before the pass even hits his hands. And once his feet are in the paint, he's an underrated decision maker.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Booker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. In transition, here come the Jazz. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Another miss by Utah. Oh, Paul in position. That one doesn't go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Here's Conley. After the Suns pick up 2. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Conley's got 6 points.
Love it whenever Conley launches one from way out there. Big time.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Ayton a screen on Mitchell. Takes a shot at the elbow. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his second bucket tonight.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Conley. 6 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Paul goes in. Gobert with the block.
And they bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Conley into the lane. It's deflected. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Stolen by O'Neal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Outside Conley. Right wing. O'Neal from long range. Kept alive.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovich doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Gobert. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look.
The previous play is under
Beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Jazz out in front, up 2. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group right now for Utah.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Conley for 3. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ball finds Booker. Now Ayton. Back to Bridges. From deep. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. There's O'Neal with the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. I watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. Suns trail by 3. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter. And hasn't made one since.
Goes up the baseline. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Paul dishes to Booker. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. Utah leading by 4. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Conley. Kicks it to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Offline with his 3. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Bridges inside the three-point line. Kicks it out to Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Conley with it, out guarded by Crowder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Mikal Bridges picks.
Few players have been an immediate impact in the NBA like Donovan Mitchell. From the moment he was drafted by Utah in 2017, Donovan's been a top-scoring guard.
Well, he wasn't a burger chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
Posts it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their efforts.
Utah leading. And here is Conley. Into the lane. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Jasmine. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back.
26.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. I'm Phoenix looking what they've got on the floor. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center. Here's Payne. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Alexander Walker. Payne covering. Johnson against Pascal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what you love about Pascal, he goes right at defenders in the paint.
You know, GA, Eric is a bit undersized, but plays without fear. His height is just a number to him.
Suns trail by 4. To the wing right side. Payne finds Shamet. Shoots over Clarkson. And it's Shamet missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's House going inside and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Utah, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And so House nails both of them. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. Shamet with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Here's McGee. Shamet on the wing. And the Suns miss again. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Clarkson on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He gets that one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Alexander Walker. Payne covering. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's McGee. Finished off the break. And now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Alexander Walker. Payne covering. Clarkson passes to Pascal. Over Johnson. Pascal's shot is off.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
For the tie. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Clarkson, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Steps back, passes it to Craig. Here's Payne. It's tipped. Pascal with the steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now to the left side wing. Right side, the pass to Pascal. McGee with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates, quality block shot by the big fella.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
1:05 left in the third quarter. The shot by House is no good. Suns trail by 4. Out left to the wing. Right at the free throw line. Here's McGee. He kicks the paint. And the pass to Shamet. McGee with it. Tries again. Shoots over Clarkson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jordan Clarkson. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both free throws good from McGee. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Driving in, McGee with the block. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Booker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Booker's got 14 points for the game.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
In the corner, it's Whiteside. Pass to Alexander Walker. With 2 seconds left, and the jam by Whiteside.
The thing about Whiteside, he has a quicker jump than you might expect.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a whole game here. It's the Jazz leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's O'Neal in at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Up there for Bogdanovich. He doesn't hit that one.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. To the inside. Crowder with the steal. Ayton inside. By Conley. And Ayton throws it down.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
For three, Mitchell. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Spins. Conley tips it. And it's Bogdanovich on the foul. Bogdanovich has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Takes a three. Bridges with the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Wound up there for Bogdanovich. And there's another turnover by the Jazz.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
For Phoenix, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Paul. Passes it to Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. Tries the spin move. And the dunk by Booker.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here's Bogdanovich for three.
Night in and night out, Jay Crowder will compete. Terrific effort at the defensive end.
Paul passes to Crowder. Paul kicks to Bridges. Here's Booker. The kick out to Crowder. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Jazz trail by 4. Conley surveying the D. In the corner, O'Neal with it. From the baseline.
Love the heart of Chris Paul, especially on defense, where he is an absolute pest.
Yep, right through the net. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
There's the pass to Gobert. Got it. Good job in the right post. Sun clean by 4. On the wing, Booker. Stolen by Michael Conley. Mitchell against Paul. The drive by Mitchell. He draws iron on the dunk. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Booker, with no one around, sinks the triple. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
Mitchell against Booker. Bogdanovich. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Paul against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Paul dishes to Ayton. 16 feet away. Rebound by Mitchell.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Kicks to O'Neal. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
So the Suns win it.
Long time, Allie. Good reporting there. So Atlanta will get the first possession. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Let's just remember this about Trae Young. In the 1920 season, he became only the 5th player in NBA history to average more than 29 points and 9 assists.
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. Young with it. Capella screen on Paul. Young with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Capella can't get it to go. And when Young joined the 29.9 assist club, his company was pretty exclusive. Brent, the great Oscar Robertson, he did it a bunch of times. And, of course, you know the 3 others.
Well, I think James Harden, Russell Westbrook, of course, and then look it up, kids, Tiny Archibald. So all Hall of Famers, in my opinion, those 3 names we just mentioned. And the fact that Trae did it in his 2nd season, you got to be kidding me.
Down low. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And he lobs it up. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Outside Booker. There's the drive. And Booker with the jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Spins. Herder into the lane. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Young against Paul. Misses from close range.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Up top, Paul. Guarded by Young. Up top, Booker. Drills it from deep. Booker's got 5 now.
Well, Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Hunter. The shake. Young finds Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Young misses. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 so far. Paul passes to Bridges. Crowder outside. Pass to Booker. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. To the middle. Paul with a steal. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's Crowder missing. Hunter against Booker. The kick out to Young. Paul with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Paul against Young. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Shoots. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Booker has been accused of having some empty stats before, but mostly because the teams weren't winning. You can see now that the talent has always been there, and the winning's coming along with it.
Back to Young. Collins with a screen on Crowder. 2 on the clock. Young from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Over Herder. Booker can't get it to go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Collins. Crowder with a steal. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. For three, Booker drops in the three. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Inside, here's Young. And the layup is good off the glass.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herder finds an open teammate.
Here's Booker. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 5. And we'll get the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Puts it up from 15. Crowder against Collins. Here's Herder. Three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Suns now. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
To the inside. Stolen by Booker. Here's Ayton. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Shakes him. Bridges passes to Ayton. The reverse. Oh, sweet move. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Herder. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, the more that Herder attacks like this, the more off balance the defense will become.
Ball against Young. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Hunter. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Well, we've seen the rise in advanced metrics in the NBA, Brent. New numbers like effective field goal percentage. What do you think of them?
Well, I like them because, BA, they give you a better evaluation of the player and maybe the shot selection and how it is you can find more efficiency in the way that some guys approach what they do offensively.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Capella. Here's Herder from deep three-point range. And Ayton pulls it down. Booker with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Booker. And stolen by Herder. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Jacks up a 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Herder's got 8 points.
Herder never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
Ball passes to Ayton. He gets it in there. And the Suns lead by 7.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game. Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
And Capella gets it to go.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Here's Paul. Out to Bridges for 3. And the Suns get another 3. Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Capella, pass to Collins. To the paint. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder, left side. Outside Paul.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Atlanta on D. 8-point game. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Young. And he lays it up and in. Young's got his second bucket on the night.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Here's Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 8 assists here tonight.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Pass to Herder. Back to Young. Screen by Capella. To the inside. Paul with a steal. Outside Booker. And here's Ayton. Outside Paul. Back to Ayton. Stolen by Capella. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And there's the lob. And they get it back.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time.
And so it's the... If you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Phoenix, Johnson is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Torrey Craig, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Payne in at the 1. Wright finds Gallinari. The kick out to Williams. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Shamet. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
You can make a case that Lou Williams is at his best in that kind of situation. Dynamite in transition.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. Rebounded by the Hawks. It's Wright on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Jang. McGee with a steal. Oh, deflected. Oh, Gallinari with a steal. Here's Bogdanovich. Covered by McGee. The steal. All by himself. Here's Shamet. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Williams from long range. Gallinari for 3. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Shamet. Oh, there's the alley.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And here is Williams. Outside Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Here's Bogdanovich. Trailing by 10. And that one good.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight. And you love Bogdanovich and just the versatility he brings, BA.
Pass to McGee. Shamet into the lane. Knocked loose. Johnson against Wright. Gallinari for three. Knocks down the triple. Now just a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Perimeter jumper from Gallo, always a strong suit, continues to get better.
And as for Bogdanovic's ability to play anywhere on the floor, Brent, that's something that adds a lot of value to a player in today's NBA.
Think about second side actions in the NBA where the ball swings away from a primary scorer. Can the next guy do something with the ball? Bogdanovic certainly can. He could shoot it, he could put it down and make decisions. That kind of versatility pays off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Williams against Payne. Pass to Jang. Stolen by Payne. Shamet into the lane. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Bogdanovic.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. Sky's still the limit for where he can get to. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Williams passes to Bogdanovic. Back to Williams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Payne. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Williams. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for McGee. Bridges comes in for Craig. Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. Right outside, looking to win the run. It's Wright on the wing. Back to Gallinari. The crossover. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Bridges. Johnson passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Suns on top, up by 15. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Young in at point. So that's the Hawks 5. And Hunter, here we go. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice to see Hunter showing a little bit of nasty out there.
Stolen by Young. Driving in. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Paul into the lane. Count it.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Capella. Back to Young. From behind the arc. Clock at 6. Collins. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Booker for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 9th assist of the game now.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Pass to Herder. Misses off the left iron.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
Young, the pass to Collins. Throws it up high. Pass to Herder. Back to Capella. Stolen by Booker. Inside. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Paul against Young. To the wing on the left. They need this. Shoots. And there's Collins on the assist by Young.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
Outside Booker. He takes it in. Over Herder. Outside Paul. From outside the arc. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Capella.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Outside Booker. Over Collins. Crowder finds Ayton. Bridges, right side. Got it. And the Suns lead by 18.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Booker for 3. The rebound by the Hawks. And it's Herder penetrating. Pass to Young. Nice D from Paul. And the Suns with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Bridges passes to Paul. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shut.
the other forward position. And now,
Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Arthur, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Here's Crowder. Bridges, no one around him. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty 5.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
that's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Passes it to Tucker. Lowry against Paul.
Well, Chris Paul can compensate for size mismatches with his craftiness and his smarts, getting work done as a defender right there.
Outside Lowry. Outside for Robinson. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here we go. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Tucker. And stolen by Booker. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adebayo. Robinson finds Adebayo. The shot off that time.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by Chris Paul. That's a 2 from Butler, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And Adebayo throws it down.
See, right there in the screen and roll, Butler showing the capacity to create for others. I love that.
Outside Crowder. Crafty move. Bridges trying to free himself up. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And there's the call on DeAndre. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Miami trailing. Robinson on the wing. Unloads. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. And a miss there on the triple.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Robinson passes to Lowry. Down low, and stolen by Ayton. And there's Booker on the assist by Bridges. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Lowry can't get it to go. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Booker kicks to Paul. Stolen by Tucker. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. There's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Crowder. Botches the slam dunk finish. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Tucker. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Butler on the way. Shoots over Bridges. A nice shot by Tucker. It's a tie ball game.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range challenge shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Inside, stolen by Tucker. And it's the Heat on the break. Robinson's got the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Ayton throws it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now here's Butler. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Booker left side. Back to Crowder. And stolen by Butler. Robinson on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Well, the defensive breakdowns allows Kyle Lowry to take advantage and set up an open look for his guy.
Here's Booker, and Adebayo sends it back. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 1.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for the Heat.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Top it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. The Heat with the lead. Butler finds Robinson, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, just a great example of Jimmy Butler's unselfishness. On time and on target. Beautiful pass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. It wasn't too long ago, Doris, that people referred to the NBA as a point guard league. Think that's still the case?
I don't, Kevin. When you look across the league right now, the best players come from across positions. You've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, not a point guard. You might describe him as a point forward, but you could describe him in many ways. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP, is a center, but really he's a point center. LeBron James remains one of the most dangerous guys in the league. Kevin Durant will go down as one of the great scorers in history and really a much better defender than given credit for it. So, no, I'd say the golden age of point guards is over.
Lowry passes to Adebayo.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
The Heat shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Now at the line.
And Adebayo drops them both. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. It's Crowder on the wing. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. And he drives in. Can't hit that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Launches a three. Trains the three-pointer. Robinson's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Well, Kyle Lowry, one of the big names in free agency last summer, made his mind up pretty quickly and wanted to go to Miami. With his competitive nature, he should be a terrific fit with the culture the Heat have built.
Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. A nice shot by Booker.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is, I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 4. And stolen by Butler. The pass to Tucker. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Bridges dishes to Booker. Ayton a screen on Robinson. Ayton in the high post. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. The Heat leading by 7. Outside Butler. Passes it to Tucker. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Bridges with the steal. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Robinson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of basketball.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
And it's Ayton missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Lowry against Paul. Yep, that one goes. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Ball passes to Bridges. And they get it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And 101 left to play in the first half. It's good. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
We talk about 3-level scoring. That's at the rim, from 3, and in this case, if you're Kyle Lowry, the mid-range game is on point.
Fires at the elbow. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. The tray. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Miami leading by 6. Lowry passes to Adebayo. To the wing on the left. Adebayo with this screen on Paul. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Back to Paul. On the wing, Booker. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as...
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
23.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Miami, Martin is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Vincent. Then it's Tyler Hero. Good saving. Back to Hero. Pass to Oladipo. Clock at 6. Martin up top. He's covered by Shamet. And it's Martin missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And so here is Miami. 4-point game. Oladipo against Craig. Walked again. Here's the break. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Pass to Hero. And taken away by Johnson. And now the Suns a fast break. And it's McGee with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Cam Johnson, a surprise pick, Doris, when he was taken 11th back in 2019. Many wondered, I recall, what the Suns saw. Now, that's not the case.
Well, that's exactly right, because most projections had him as a late first-round pick. The Suns front office, give them credit. They saw the upside of Cameron Johnson, and boy, he is now viewed as one of the steals of that draft.
They're running. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Well, you like how Oladipo leaks out in transition. So aggressive in the open floor.
Suns trail by 6. Pass to Shamet. And it's McGee atop the key. On the wing, Johnson. He lobs it up, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Hero. Here's Martin. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
It's deflected. Heat leading by 4. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
Here's Shamet. It's stolen by Martin. And it's the Heat on the break. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Takes it inside, and it's Shamet missing.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And Oladipo kicks to Hero. The pass to Vincent, over Payne. Miami no good on that time either.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Shamet, stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Oladipo's running. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shamet goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Hero, no good. Suns trail by 4. That shot off. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Payne. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's the Heat on the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Martin. The shot that time, not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. With the drive, here's Payne. McGee dishes to Payne. Back to McGee. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. McGee's got 6 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Hero, and the layup falls. And the Heat lead by 4. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Heat lead by 4. We're going to... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Lowry against Paul. Floats it up for Butler. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. A drive by Booker. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Down low. Paul kicks to Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Suns. Lowry passes to Butler. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Bridges with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. The lead is 2. Outside Lowry. Booker against Robinson. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Tucker. Shoots from 14. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
Lowry kicks to Robinson. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Bridges with the steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
They now take the lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
To the paint. It's stolen by Adebayo. In transition, here comes Miami. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Which I could say why.
That looks pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. Butler's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, this is huge for Butler's confidence. If the perimeter game with range is working, it is very difficult to deal with this guy.
On the wing, Booker. Drives to the hoop. Kicks it to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Just a huge bucket there, and you're right. I mean, the key is finding the matchup where they have the clear size advantage and putting it to use.
And Robinson throws it down. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Oh, Ayton in position. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Butler. And he banks in the layup. And now a 3-point Heat lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Paul dishes to Ayton. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lowry against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Team foul number 4.
Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. From deep.
Well, you can see DeAndre Ayton, becoming more and more aware on the defensive end. He's able to challenge shots. Really good defense. Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Ball from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Bridges with it. Butler covering. Here's Crowder. That one wide left. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Robinson against Booker. Out to the right wing. There's the three. Frames it from downtown.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from three, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks,